Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Aftershock Corner, Season 3, episode,
episode, look in the fucking description.
Yeah, look at the title. But we delayed the show long enough. We just sat around and talked for like 45 minutes.
Roughly. More than that.
It's for a wrestling fantasy booking
Way
series.
more than that.
Yeah. So watch that shit, because we're going to be doing an episode on that Monday, or a different video. We have something planned for you Monday. It won't be the Aftershock Corner though. So sorry. If you can give us something to review, maybe we'll consider it, but probably not.
Let people comment. I need comments.
I'm Owen the Birdman Finch, and this is
Christoph.
the man without a nickname.
I don't need nicknames anymore.
Yep.
I'm nicknameless.
Isn't that's technically your nickname though, the man without a nickname.
The man without a nickname. I'm nicknameless.
So we have a lot of wrestling to talk about this week. We got
we do. 3 shows to be exact.
Got Raw,
Fun stuff, guys.
SmackDown, and No Mercy. No Mercy, and we're going to talk about obviously before SmackDown, because if we talk about SmackDown first and then No Mercy, it wouldn't make any sense.
No, I wouldn't know what the hell's going on.
Actually, I'm going to tell one time, James had me talk about the NXT episode the week before, then on the next episode he had me talk about the NXT that happened the week before the one we talked about. It made no sense. It was like...
It's to you.
Yeah. I was like, dude, we already talked about the one the week before this. Why we on the last episode? It's like no, just go with it. I'm like, okay.
No.
And let's just say
It's not your show.
yeah, it didn't go over very well. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about. So we decided. Now obviously we weren't sure. It's tougher to talk about. Okay, he's gonna do the one.
I'll read Raw Super Show.
Because what happens is it's tough to really put things in order now because of the brand split.
Yeah.
So it's actually easier in a way to do it, but like how to because No Mercy there was a pay-per-view Sunday, but it wasn't like Raw's since this time for instance it wasn't Raw's pay-per-view. So
yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So we're gonna talk about Raw first, and then we're gonna do No Mercy. And then we're gonna do SmackDown. So got a lot of shit. I took a lot of notes this week.
You did. You took a lot of notes and a recipe too at the same time.
Yeah. We'll get into it. I wonder if I should read the. Oh crap. Oh okay, no, there's it. All right, so let's talk about Raw. Now we're not gonna do. I don't say what the dates for Raw anymore because it's meaningless. So
yeah.
It's this week's Raw. So
yeah.
What happened in this week's Raw, Chris? Read everything. You can read everything. Pre-show everything.
No.
Well,
F the pre-show.
I mean, oh hi.
It's Steven. Sit by down. His French fry table. His chair. What the fuck it is? I don't even know what it is.
Champion. Yeah, he's the champion now. Actually, we're not.
We're gonna French fry.
How long are you gonna be here for?
Till 2:15.
What time is it now?
Like 1:30ish, right?
Alright.
Yeah, 1:32. So
I don't think we're gonna get to No Mercy or SmackDown by the time.
Official non-canon champion. Because I don't have the belt.
You had it yesterday.
Where is it now?
So I got it, and then I told my neighbor, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the show and be the champion." He's like, "You want to keep doing the storyline where I'm the title thief?" I'm like, if you're actually gonna show up.
Yeah,
never gonna happen. His neighbor will never show up.
So
I don't want to stand up like damn computer where we never find out who it is and they have to make it Hornswoggle.
Oh.
Like, I mean, we have to like bring in, keep saying, oh, he's coming. I'll have my neighbor debut and, make like some good predictions hopefully, and not blow it all in one storyline. But
shoot his load.
He won't show up, and then we'll have to cast someone.
Load.
Hopefully not Hornswoggle.
Shooting.
So quickly, do you want to? Because I don't think we'll get to No Mercy or SmackDown by the time you leave. Do you want to give your thoughts on No Mercy and SmackDown? Let's just say this. Steve won the predictions. He beat John.
Yes, I did.
How does it feel? You broke the longest reigning Aftershock / Match Wrestling Corner champion we ever had.
I'm probably gonna lose it at Hell in a Cell. I'm probably gonna blow it.
The guy you're facing is
the #1 contender for this long ass title name is me.
It's just two baby faces going at it.
I think of myself as more tweener, so because I'm a bit of an asshole.
Yeah.
You are an asshole. You like asshole. You lick it.
Even though you're the tweener, he's the one insulting you, which makes him a heel. But
We're all terrible.
We're all terrible. 'Cause
But
we're all
anyhow,
human beings.
because we won't get there. What did you think of No Mercy? Just kind of did like a baby.
It was okay.
Yeah, that's it really.
Yeah, there's really no words to describe
We
besides.
will, I mean, me and Chris will go more in depth.
Ziggler won.
Actually, you want to do
No Mercy first.
No Mercy? We'll go No Mercy first, and then
Alright.
Raw, and then SmackDown, because that makes sense that way.
Alright,
Let's
so
go pay per view. We'll do it the other way.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna talk. I almost just read to my SmackDown notes. We're gonna talk about No Mercy first. Thanks for. This is what happens sometimes when someone shows up last minute.
Wasn't it last minute? It was more so.
Say, do you want to do this, or do you want to do the retro review corner where we just, or not the retro review corner, the
Retro review series.
The retro review corner.
the
Combine them all to
the
one.
custom storyline corner, whatever the hell we call it.
He doesn't have a storyline ready, so we can't.
You know, the storyline.
Custom review, retro storyline corner.
Yeah.
Should make a storyline where Del Rio gets Santa, but Santa gets back up and beats him up.
Oh wait, but that's already happened.
They already did that.
You have to. You could rebook that.
No, I'm saying
They
like, he
already
gets
did
hit.
that.
He gets hit, but instead of falling
They
over and selling the injury for like the whole episode of Raw, he gets hit and he just like opens his eyes up and like reaches through the shield and morphs into like China or something. And then out comes Vince Russo going like this because it's his idea.
Oh my gosh.
You know we do that too.
Yeah, he
because
would.
it's Vince Russo.
Even though he has his own, doesn't he have like his own talk show? Or is that done
Yeah,
now?
the Russo Report, I think is what it is. or-
Still love that YouTube video of the dude dressed up as Vince Russo
Oh, that's
coming out
great.
to make fun of Jim Cornette, but Jim Cornette thought it was really him.
And he was
It
about
was
to like.
gonna be him, and he rips off his jacket. 'cause
He was about to beat the shit out
like
of him.
I didn't realize they really hate.
They really hate each
that
other.
much.
They hate each other so much. He
I-
thinks he's
I-
a fucking idiot.
Like I understand, you know, guys will say I hate this person, but it's more of an I don't like this person.
There's
'Cause when I think of
legitimate
hate,
hatred.
like I think of legit gonna fight each other, and like Jim Cornette was ripping the jacket off. Like,
Yeah, he was
gonna
ready.
beat the shit out of him.
He was gonna beat the shit out of him. But anyhow, let's talk. That's a topic for another day.
Who's the good guy there? Jim Cornette probably.
Jim Cornette, because no one likes fucking Russo.
That should be a match
I
at
like the
WrestleMania.
story. I
Jim
like
Cornette.
Russo's good story.
What about this? Jim Cornette versus
When was
Vince
he?
Russo.
When did he have a good one though?
He helped. I was gonna say like.
He can book the woman. He can book women.
Every
storylines.
time.
Like,
He said he's the mastermind behind DX, but every time he went to storylines at DX, they just laughed him off.
like you
Yeah.
said, like
'Cause it was
legit,
so stupid.
I think I don't know for sure, but I feel like he was in charge of some of the like pre-Attitude Era storylines, like leading up to WrestleMania 14. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I heard though he can book women's storylines really well for some reason.
Yeah. Well, he probably didn't view women as divas as much as Vince did.
Yeah. So.
You know,
If
One
he
of-
did-
one of-
if he
one
did
of
go
my
back-
favorite one of my favorite quotes by Jim Cornette ever is, "Don't think with your dick," because that's what they did with Sable.
Yeah.
They thought with their dicks instead of their heads, because Sable literally was terrible.
Yep.
Don't fucking even
I mean, she was
try to
It seemed like
combat that, because that's
I never really looked into Sable that much. It seemed from the Mark Miro stuff she was booked pretty well.
yeah, because she was a manager.
No, when she turned on him and beat him up, like she's like that seemed.
And then they realized, wait a minute, she's just tits. That's all she is.
But they sold it still, didn't they?
They did. They milked it for way too long.
You know what the problem is though is like you can rinse and repeat storylines.
Well, it was an
as-
era where sex was there to sell.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the thing is you can rinse and repeat storylines as much as you want, as long as there's
Especially back
some
in the day.
creativity to the person. Even nowadays, you can.
You
sort
could
of-
do it now, but it was more prevalent back then.
But-
Way more.
Yeah, like but the thing is, the person behind it still needs to have a bit of oh, but here's the one difference between me and this person.
Yeah.
All right, let's not get off track.
Yeah.
Where you at?
All right. No mercy.
What were we really
No
gonna talk about?
mercy.
All right. We got the kickoff. Good song though.
Oh, it was like so. It was like such a stupid song because it was just No Mercy over and over and over. And
Yeah.
over. But it was like kind of catchy. Like to the point I was like, this song's so stupid, and I'll be sitting on the can. No Mercy. Flip the music. No Mercy.
Oh my God.
Shit into No Mercy.
Shouldn't
That's
get
one.
no-
That's one of those pay-per-views you watch on the toilet, and then
I was
when the
scared-
Ziggler match
I was
happens.
scared shitless by the hash sling. I was gonna say I was scared shitless by the hash slinging slasher.
But anyhow, no mercy. So we had the kickoff. We had the panel
I
of.
literally opened my curtain, look out.
I opened my curtain and looked in, and I saw it.
You'll be screaming. Your hair would be popping out. Let's like just like. Or your eyelashes would be popping out like
Yeah, your eyes would be popping out of your head.
Yeah, like, alright, we're getting off topic one more time. how the hell did Squidward grow hair for like 5 seconds? Like legit, I don't know.
Because he's a fucking beast. He's Brock Lesnar.
So we have to do a SpongeBob review sometime.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up the picture of Squidward where it's like jacked up.
Okay, let's get to fucking numbers.
No,
way off topic.
So No Mercy.
I remember when this sign was at Raw.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still remember
It was when Squidward got handsome.
Handsome Squidward. Wait. Hey, keep going. I'm gonna look up the sign though.
Alright. So No Mercy. We had the kickoff. We had the panel of
We'll
Renee
keep
Young.
going.
We had the panel of Renee Young, Booker T,
He'll get shot.
Jerry the King Lawler, and Lita.
Found it.
Latia.
Let me see.
See, if I never sat so damn,
Letus.
when I go to events, I
Letus
always
off
sit in
on
the
that.
cheap sheet.
Yeah.
Cheap seats where like you're not gonna see a sign, but if you can see some of my signs, it'd be fucking. I always make the dumbest signs I can think.
4
of.
plus 1 is 11.
Water's wet.
Oh.
No, I remember.
Water's wet.
No, I did that once with my brother, who was like,
You should just draw a fridge and say a lunatic with a fridge.
Oh.
no, one was me and my brother are not big Rusev fans.
Yeah, I don't like
He's
him.
the best wrestler, so it was Rusev can't wrestle, and then mine was in other news, water's wet.
I think
It
you
should just
showed.
be a big
I think you
giant
showed us that
fridge and
sign.
be a
Wasn't
lunatic
that-
with a fridge.
My sister did a really good sign.
What sign did
She
you
drew-
make it?
Or draw
My-
Rusev and then have him with a fridge and say it's a lunatic with a fridge.
My sister drew a picture of the King Ramsay's character from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh my god.
And what she did was she took like 16 pieces of paper and made like a giant one. We
You were
draped
explaining.
it down from the side of the garden, and people were looking up like, what
You don't
the hell is that? Unfortunately, security didn't find our non-canon poster to be all too funny.
Of course they know they're fucking security.
Yeah, you got taken away, didn't
I
you?
just want to say one thing about fun fact. Most of the time, it's not WWE security doing it.
It's not, it's the security
It's the-
there
Yeah.
that's doing it. So it'd be the TD Garden security there.
Yeah,
It's
and
not, they're not
another
hired by
thing
WWE. They're just event security.
The worst one was when I was at WrestleMania 32's after Raw,
Oh.
and as you can imagine,
So you
there
went
were a
to.
few
So this was.
beach balls going around.
Yeah. I was holding.
Oh, and I saw that, yeah.
Yeah,
you can see it.
Ziggler versus Corbin. Do you remember that match?
Yeah,
You
there
know,
was a
how,
beach ball
you know how it was
flying
you know how it was a horrible match, but everyone was
Yeah.
going crazy. We were going crazy because we had like 8 beach balls going around.
I
the
heard
house.
about
I
someone-
saw like 3 or 4 of them
someone
in the
told me
crowd.
We did good too. Like we got one from the ground floor up to the rafters, and I got to hit it back.
I heard
And-
too. Like, let me see. I know you tell the story, but someone told me too. Like, someone took it and then they were chanting, "Give us back our beach ball" or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we were chanting at security. And
It was
did.
so fucking
They did
good.
once, and then I remember they got rid of all the small ones, and then we look over and one dude has like this giant beach ball. It's probably the size of maybe like from that corner to where you're sitting, Owen. Like,
Yeah.
This was a giant beach ball, and I'm thinking, all right, how the hell did he sneak in a vacuum like air pumper?
Yeah.
And he drops it down, and security, they're like 3 guys booking it through the crowd, trying to steal the ball. And for a split second, like, Ziggler looks over his shoulder while he's like going up for the super kick, and he's like,
I think I remember that. Yeah. So a question.
I saw like 3 or 4 of them in the crowd, like in general. Like
So a question I have. So how many Raws have you been to after WrestleMania? Oh, every single one.
2.
How reckless? How does it get? Like, how security must be really busy that night.
30.
because you get people from all around the world.
It never
It's
really,
tough to control that that big of a crowd in
it
general.
never- for the record, looking back on it, never really. And I went back and watched all the WrestleMania, the Raw after WrestleManias from way back when to now, and it didn't really start getting reckless until WrestleMania 29s.
Yeah.
Even at 28s,
It was somewhat reckless, but.
not really.
Yeah,
Just
that was New York, right?
no.
was
that
29.
was 28s. Yeah.
29 is like when was the Izod Center, right? When that place went fucking crazy.
I remember they went crazy because they didn't want to. They
All right.
boycotted Randy Orton versus Sheamus.
Yep. All right. If there's one word that can describe the WrestleMania 29s post Raw, it's It's this. It's not a word. It's just a song. Da 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 da.
You could hear that was even like on TV. That was thunderous.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit! Like, that was like that. That was probably the most over Fandango was until he did it again in England, like a year ago, or two. I think it was 2 years ago.
And he stole JBL's hat and
Yep.
like the stripper, which was kind of funny.
Yep, that was like a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was it? But yeah, that one was crazy. I went to the one after WrestleMania 30, and I shit you not when I say, like, every male in the audience was peeing their pants when Paige came out, because like no one was expecting her to win.
I didn't expect it either. Even
No.
people at home, no one expected it.
Where'd she go? Oh my god! And then my brother hugged each other like, oh my god, yes.
And look where Paige is now. Let's talk about that real quick since they
Yeah,
came up.
suspended again because she's an idiot.
I bet you got fired.
No, she's
Nope.
not fired yet.
So, yeah.
I thought like
She's trying to get fired. That's the thing.
There's-
There's a big difference
I
between
don't-
suspension and fired. She's trying to get fired
Here's the
by
thing.
getting suspended.
I feel like Paige could be telling the truth, but WWE's probably in the right on this one. So, do you know the whole story?
Yeah, she
Like
she's throughout the
So-
year she's had neck problems.
So
Yeah.
she
And it
was
just
taking
flared up.
painkillers.
Yeah.
And her family's like, oh, she was just taking medicine for her neck, and they're like, yeah, she was also smoking weed. We can't have that.
yeah.
That like they said an illegal substance.
You can kinda tell
If you
she's
watch
doing-
Total Divas, you know she's a total pothead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can tell she's doing something too because she looks unhealthy. Like she's losing weight.
Yeah.
So you can tell she looks different now than she did.
I'm just glad that it's that again, because for a bit I heard a rumor she was with Del Rio when he got stabbed, and I was starting to be like, wait, she gonna get arrested for like withholding information or some shit? I don't know.
Mm.
And I think her dating Del Rio is wrong.
Yeah.
Not wrong. It just doesn't.
It's
It
weird.
hurt her career.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of when she started to fall down the line.
Yeah.
And then but Del Rio's career went away too.
It's
Like,
like,
But Del Rio got popped for steroids though.
Yeah.
And he looked unnaturally like large.
Yeah, he did.
you know, looking back,
That's
on it,
not
the
just
re-
working out.
The real fall of Paige was partially her fault, yes, but if
That
it
Divas
weren't-
Revolution.
Well, let me just
She was
say,
left in the rearview mirror for some strange reason.
you know what they never did that they really should have done at WrestleMania 31? They should have made Emma debut, not with Santino, but just make her debut, and they should have put Emma on an undefeated streak, and then have Paige turn heel by like cheating to beat her, and that could have set up a rematch for WrestleMania 31, which probably would have blown the roof off the place. The place didn't even have a roof, so.
Ruthless place. Alright, let's get to No Mercy.
Yeah. We're way off topic.
We've been off topic. This
Alright,
video's
No
been going on for
Mercy.
18 minutes.
For the record, we're just getting off topic because I personally think No Mercy was kind of boring outside of the Ziggler match. Is that-
Alright, let's
Wait,
talk-
wait, let's go through it
Yeah,
briefly.
let's just go.
It's not even worth talking about.
Panel, Renee Young, Booker T, Joey the Kin Lawler, and Lita. Then I'll talk about the match at least.
For the record, it's not a bad panel. It's just they should. It should
No
be
pre-show.
some- For the record, the panel's not bad. It's just I feel like it's something where it should be different people every month.
Yeah, it's the same people.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
like
same
Like you
people.
can have one
Booker T's
person-
so annoying sometimes too.
Yeah.
The Shucky
Like you
Ducky
can have
quack
Renee
quack
Young.
moment.
You can have Renee Young there every time. That's fine.
Yeah,
I
she's
feel like
the host
Kathy
of the
Kelly.
show.
I feel like
Well,
Kathy Kelly should be there at least once.
Needs sex appeal. Needs sex appeal. She brings it.
But there are plenty of WWE legends, I'm sure. You know, if the pay-per-view's in the area, hey, do you want to do a pre-show? All you have to do is sit there and talk. Sure, why not?
It's not that hard. Just can't have like drunk Ric Flair out there talking.
Woo! 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 That's all you gotta
Yeah,
give
wanna
us
see
20
something
minutes.
cool?
Get,
Woo!
Mick,
Woo! 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 Woo!
get Goldberg on the panel. Get Chris Dodd on the panel.
I could just be wooing my ass off up there.
Anyhow, commentators for both the pre-show and regular show: JBL, terrible commentator. Mo Manalo,
Terrible commentator.
shut up. And the worst commentator in my life,
JBL.
Otunga. No, David Otunga.
JBL.
Oh, come on.
JBL, Moro, and JBL.
David Otunga's okay.
He doesn't say anything.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Oh my god!
It's better than saying too much.
What a punch!
Believe me.
He overreacts to everything.
What a kick! To the gut!
Alright, so we have Kurt Hawkins returns. It's the first time we've seen him since like in person since 2000.
I think
Sometime.
it's time to face the fact that my sneaking suspicion was wrong again.
So pretty much he comes out. It was
They
kind
cut
of
his match due to time constraints on SmackDown.
so it's very weird. Like he
Hype
comes
it
out.
up,
he
hype
was
it up just to cut due to time constraints.
So like pretty much he said he's not debuting tonight, but he's gonna debut on SmackDown. It was a waste of time. Meant nothing. It was cool to see him.
Because no one faced the facts.
Yeah. It was
We
cool
all
to
know
see
what's
him.
gonna happen. Zack Ryder's gonna come out and squash him because they used to be tag partners. That's it.
You know,
Is Zack Ryder gonna face the facts also too?
He's gonna face the facts and he's gonna beat the facts.
I like his new gimmick. I feel like it's gonna
I like
take.
his new
funny.
gimmick. I hate his
It's
theme
funny.
song.
I hate the theme song.
It's very weird.
I don't know why. I don't know why I hate it. It's just that it's just reminds
I'm
me.
Kurt Hawkins. When people ask me what him to jerk off with, I tell them like Kurt Hawkins.
That's kind of like what his son represents. And then but yeah, he said he's gonna wrestle on SmackDown. It was cool to see him, but this was just a waste of time.
It was a waste of time.
Yeah.
And then Alexa Bliss is backstage, and she's upset that she feels like she should just be awarded the SmackDown Women's Championship because
what even happened to Becky? She's not injured. I think she's sick.
they said she has an unrelated wrestling injury.
Yeah, so she's probably sick.
Maybe, yeah.
She could have heard us up doing something, like working out or something.
And then
No, they would have said it's a wrestling related injury. She works out.
That's a non-wrestling related injury though.
Yeah, but they would like identify it. You know what I mean? So it could just be.
well, they still might not know. So,
She could have been at the other page smoking the dope.
but anyhow, Daniel Bryan and Shane said, "This is SmackDown.
RVD.
This is SmackDown. You."
I always blame RVD. He started it.
Infested the SmackDown locker room with weed.
You know, the worst part is RVD was like the only good wrestler in ECW. Looking back on it, for a while.
It's pretty high 90% of the time.
But anyhow, Daniel
He
Bryan.
jumped off the top rope. Oh.
Daniel Bryan and Shane say, "No, you're not gonna get.
High.
You're not gonna get your title shot. You have to earn that championship." So they say that she's just gonna have pretty much a random match on a pay-per-view, but we're not gonna tell you who your opponent is. So,
Less significance. By the way, it's Naomi.
and then we have the Usos Q&A,
Cameron's part.
and pretty much they just talk about they just talk about the heel turn. They say they're heels because they feel like the WWE universe disrespected them by trying to boo them when they were trying to save Roman Reigns, and they say that they're the #1 tag team, and they say they gotta start because they feel like they've fizzled out of they weren't as great. So yeah, that was about it there. You can see how excited Chris Dodd is.
I am very riveting.
Nikki Bella on the panel, she just kind of talked about how she's going to beat up Carmella and be doing a match. That's your wife, dude. Alright, then we have the match.
Beautiful woman.
American Alpha and the Hype Bros versus the Ascension and the
I
Vaudevillains.
can see that immediately after I posted that picture. Someone loved it within a second.
Yes, I did. So, it was a GIF, not a picture.
You got this?
So, obviously they moved because originally Swagger and Corbin was supposed to be on the kickoff, but I guess since Alexa Bliss and
Since I'm on the show.
since Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch got canceled, they moved that up, so they had this 8-man tag instead, which I was fine with that because it was a way to show off the tag team division.
Yeah.
It was a way to give them momentum. Hate the way the Vaudevillains are being used. I think they should be used a lot better.
They're a bad tag team.
But I like the tag team match. Everybody got to get their stuff in, and it was a way to make American Alpha look strong and the Hype Bros look strong because they're one of the top tag teams. American Alpha and the Hype Bros won when they hit the tag team finisher where they do the double back suplexes on Simon Gosh for Aiden English for the win.
Yeah.
What do you think of the kickoff match? Just
Meh.
okay. Chris, what do you think of the kickoff match? It's a kickoff match.
It's a kickoff match. Nothing too significant.
So kickoff wasn't too bad. I didn't get bored watching it. Really, it was fine. Let me get the real show.
You know, looking back on, I think the best kickoff match I've ever seen was still the WLC match.
No, they had. I liked. Trying to think. There might be that actually.
The WLC match.
I remember that,
John? With El Torito.
That's not
versus
John.
I said Don.
Oh, I thought you said John.
My name isn't Joan.
But anyhow, so we can talk about the. So now we can talk
That's
about.
terrible.
We can talk about the first match, the triple threat match for the WWE World Championship. Champion AJ Styles versus John Cena versus Dean Ambrose.
So off the bat, I was actually completely fine with this opening the show.
At first, I was like,
Because
So we got some news on William Bill Goldberg. Bill Goldberg booked for several episodes of Monday Night Raw.
oh wow.
He's been added to the show on October 30th in Hartford, Connecticut. He's now booked for the November 14th episode of Raw. That'll be the Go Home show for Survivor Series.
I have a message to all the smarks who are complaining Bill Goldberg doesn't have it anymore. I'm the Smark Slayer, and I'm telling you right now, piss off.
Yeah.
If you don't like the fact that Goldberg's coming back, please just don't watch Survivor Series. You know why? Because I've been waiting.
Face the facts. I don't want to see him, but I don't
I've been
want to.
waiting 12 years for Bill Goldberg to come back, and I do not want him to come back to boobs.
I don't really want to see him wrestle block though. So we know.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I want.
Especially since he hasn't wrestled in 12, and he has to do a lot of selling.
I don't know. Look, here's the thing. You know what? Am I just saying this because it's all hype? You bet your sweet ass I am. I don't give a shit.
I want to see him like destroy Mojo Wally.
I'd rather Ryback come back so they could have the match they should have had at WrestleMania 29, but that's probably just me. Actually,
Yeah.
no, there are probably some other people out there that think it'd be a good idea to bring that back. But
Anyhow, let's get back to No Mercy again.
Billiam will have a good match.
Billy?
Billiam Goldberg.
So
Or as he's called in 5-Star Wrestling, Mike Iceberg. For the record, 5-Star Wrestling Regenesis for PS4, much better game than WWE 2K17.
Hey, get that out of it.
Alright.
debate time.
Leave it out of it.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep getting off topic here, but screw it. You know what? Alright. Want to talk about 2K17 for a bit? Does anyone have it?
I'm getting it Monday. It's coming in the mail on Monday.
I'm probably gonna get it like for Christmas or
It's
something.
I can't wait that long.
good, but it's the same thing as 2K15 and 16 more really.
Hey.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of it.
What?
Don't make it fun.
Yeah, here's the thing is like,
I choppy your pee-pee.
here's the thing. I liked it when it was kind of goofy ass shit that they used to do in 2K14. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where there was a lot more creativity, a lot more freedom to do what you want in the ring. Look, I don't hate the realistic factor, but at the same time, like, wrestling ain't exactly the most realistic thing in the world.
Still really me, damn it.
But, I don't know. And then I'm just saying, I played 5-Star Wrestling. Is it a good looking game? No, the graphics are.
It's Mike
It's a
Iceberg,
good-
ladies and gentlemen.
It's basically a PS2 game on the PS4, but that doesn't take away from the fact that although the graphics
It's shit.
suck, if you've seen the gameplay, the motions that the wrestlers do, because the big thing is reversals,
Yeah.
are very fluent. So like you can reverse an AA into RKO, and they're WWE wrestlers. They just have to give them different names. So let's see if I can remember them all. There's Curtis Angel, who's Kurt Angle.
Yep.
Randy Orton,
Wonder who that is.
Harvey D, Greg Hardy,
Which one's that?
Jeff Hardy,
Greg Hardy.
Ragnarok, Mike Iceberg,
Who's that?
Iceberg, Goldberg, who else? Pegasus Kid, making run out of Dynamite Kid, and Johnny Maivia.
Well,
Yeah. And it's a good game though. It's fun. You know, it's goofy ass shit you get to do.
it sounds very goofy the way the names out.
And plus their entrances are pretty. They over exaggerate their entrances, so
Game sounds like shit.
it's the kind of game that's so shit. It's like a 4-star game, even though it's called 5-star.
Yeah.
4-star wrestling. 3-star wrestling.
So I guess that no matches there get
0-star?
5-star ratings.
0-star wrestling.
It's at least a 4-star wrestling.
3-star. 0-star.
Does any matches there get 5-star ratings?
Well, there's no story mode. There's just challenge mode where you do specific things in matches. other characters.
But anyhow, let's get back to No Mercy. We're gonna be here all night.
Night?
All day, all night.
Owen, the gay man Finch.
So anyhow, let's get. So the triple threat match, I was very questionable. Like, I was even telling Chris, like, why did this open the show? But then I remembered because I didn't watch the show live. I had to watch it as I was out. So I was
Doing what?
I was in P-Town.
P-Town? You peeing in the town?
Yeah, I'm P. And guess what? I pee in my pants in P-Town.
Okay, now the truth comes out.
We just want the hat back.
Now the truth comes out. I also pees his pants.
Anyhow, let's move on before
I also
this.
pees his pants on the P-Man Finch.
It was a joke.
So pee in your pants. And pee in your pants is cool, don't call me mothers.
I don't think.
Was
What
there
is
another
it?
Billy Madison reference?
Since when was peeing your pants ever cool?
70s.
Billy Madison.
Anyhow, before this derails even further.
Oh, this is already derailed too far, my friend.
It's already been derailed. We're 31 minutes in. We've talked about one match.
And it wasn't even.
It's because none of us want to talk about it. It was a not so great pay-per-view.
Okay, so Han Hina lost.
Alright, but anyhow, so.
Alan, the phenomenal Alan Jones won. He beat the lunatic with a fridge.
A lunatic with a fridge. Does that make Roman Reigns?
But anyway, let me dive.
The Wasas lost to Rhinus and Slider.
The Husos.
You missed a match.
Gay guy. Yeah. Swaggerino versus Corbone was terrible. Ziegler versus Mize was great.
He should have been the main event.
Should have been the main event, but we didn't get that, so fuck those. Fuck Randy Orton backstage. Alexa Bliss versus Naomi. Naomi fucking terrible.
That's nasty.
Blandy Borton versus Gay Wyatt.
With
We know who won that match.
Duke Harper.
Alright, I'll vaguely touch on the show because you gave your thoughts.
Duke
Okay.
Harper came in.
Duke Harper.
I'll give my thoughts real quick. So the triple threat I thought was a really good way to start off the show. At first I thought it was weird that it didn't main event, but then you said like the football and the debate was on, so they had to start off with the Bane, and then Nikki Bella Carmella.
Yeah.
Thought was just a bland match, and Nikki
Yeah.
Bella won, but
Right
so that
person
was
Right person
fine.
went over. Right person went over. Time to squash Carmella. She's terrible. Get out.
Usos versus Slater and Rhino. Good match, one team won. Only reason I say that is just because Usos and Gabe and Jordan are feuding, and the fact that it's not for the titles is stupid. And Slater and Rhino aren't even like who else can they really face? The Ascension? No, thank you.
The Ascension.
The,
Well, hiccuping.
The Ascension.
I don't want to see them face
Hiccup plant.
I don't want to see them face the VOD heroes. No, thank you.
The Bod Heroes.
And then who else?
Team's the mean man.
What else tag teams do they have that are heels?
You know what he's gonna do, Chris, right? He's gonna get you.
But yeah, so
I
yeah,
have
the
some
tag,
mysterious body parts coming out of my arm.
the tag team title, the tag
serious body pump. I likes.
the tag
I
team
have some
title
mys-
match was good.
it's
I
some
thought it was
fucking-
good. One team won. Miz versus Ziggler, amazing match. White person won.
The white
This
person
man-
one.
The Miz should have won it. The white person won too.
Does that
But,
mean Ziggler's half black or something? Or like Hispanic? I don't know.
But Dolph Ziggler,
The white person.
it was very unpredictable, really back and forth. You didn't know who was gonna win, and Ziggler won, and it was good. And
Yeah.
should have main evented. What else match was
That's not
there?
to take away from the Randy Orton Bray Wyatt match, but
Yeah.
at the same time.
There's a lot to take away from it. It's terrible. Don't watch
And then
it.
we had
Yeah.
Becky Lynch versus Naomi. Terrible.
Naomi, not Naomi.
Oh wait, and I had the
Naomi.
one person.
Like the horse
Alexa
goes
Bliss
Naomi.
versus Naomi.
Naomi. Trinity McRae.
The match wasn't going that bad, but then at the end it just went to shit. Cause like it was supposed, she was like had her in an armbar, but it was like weird, and then like she rolled him up and that was just weird. That was just bad. So that was terrible. Orton Wyatt wasn't a bad match.
It was really bad.
One main. Why did you think it was shit?
It's terrible. I don't need to see that match.
I mean, I see what really made me hate this pay-per-view was I was dreading to see Randy Orton Bray Wyatt because that video package they played makes the storyline look absolute shit. And they even did shit later on with Bray Wyatt, like laughing backstage.
They did shit?
And then they have,
disgusting. We just want the hat back.
and then they have like Randy Orton looking into the mirror, and then like they have like him like what do they call that when like he had like that face swirl? It was like the fuck. And then but yeah, the match itself wasn't bad. It just wasn't the right main event for this show.
It wasn't. Not even close.
And then Randy Orton's about to hit the RKO on him, and then like Bray Wyatt's thing goes off, and Luke Harper's like standing.
Duke Darper,
The
ladies and
worst
gentlemen.
part is like I'm just sick
Luke
of
Harper.
I'm just sick of pay-per-views always ending in shenanigans. You know what I mean?
I get
Like,
it.
I get it's a
Shenanigans.
heel tactic, but like
Mr.
it
Shenanigans.
gets old. It gets really
Mr.
fucking old.
Mr. Shenanigans.
I mean,
He is Mr.
the lot
Shenanigans.
AJ Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton didn't end in shenanigans at SummerSlam.
Shenanigans.
Someone did.
Name of the shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
It wasn't a clean pinfall victory.
He knocked him out. What do you need a clean fall? He knocked him out and won.
You know what you need more of? You need more shenanigans.
Yeah, WrestleMania and SummerSlam, like the only pay-per-views that are free.
Full of shenanigans.
Alright, let's talk about. Okay, so Payback had shenanigans.
Yep.
Shenanigans
Well,
had
Wars
shenanigans.
had shenanigans. No, I'm saying that.
Money in the Bank had no shenanigans.
Shenanigans,
true.
what happened inside of shenanigans?
Yeah, it's because Money in the Bank's money.
Battleground had no shenanigans.
Well,
Lots of
Yeah,
shenanigans.
Money in the Bank somewhat had shenanigans because as much as I love Ambrose, you know, the briefcase is
Okay.
kind
Battleground no
Shenanigans.
Battleground no shenanigans.
of battleground.
Battleground shenanigans.
What else?
Shenanigans.
Backlash, no shenanigans.
No, Backlash had shenanigans.
The low blow.
Yes.
And Clash of Champions, shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
But yeah, you said WrestleMania, SummerSlam was the
Shenanigans.
last one. But
Shenanigans. Shenanigans.
SummerSlam
Shenanigans.
was
Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Shenanigans.
But yeah, so Luke
Shenanigans.
Harper made his return.
You don't even know what you're
Shenanigans.
saying anymore, do you?
Me?
Shenanigans.
No, yeah.
Shenanigans.
I liked Luke Harper being back. I kind of wish he could go on his own, but
I wish he could go on his own and create some shenanigans on his own.
him being with Bray Wyatt, I think is better. Like he
And
said,
they can wreak havoc all over the division and cause shenanigans on themselves.
but like Chris
I
said,
said it once.
Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper are a much better fit together than Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan.
Because they feed off each other, they each cause too much shenanigans.
Yeah, Chris.
And we're gonna see more shenanigans in the main event of SmackDown when we talk about it.
Can I get shenanigans for Christmas?
But anyhow, No Mercy I thought was
Nice
just
card with shenanigans in it,
No Mercy I thought was just an okay show.
with lots of shenanigans.
I liked the opening, but the card structure was just off.
I never said there were a lot of shenanigans.
Ziggler and
Love
Miz.
that word.
Ziggler and Miz was a great show, but
Lots of shenanigans.
Ziggler and Miz was a great match, but just had the wrong placement on the code, and overall,
It should have been the main event with lots of shenanigans.
yeah. And then Talking Smack, I finally watched Talking Smack for the first time, and I like Talking Smack, but it's like, anyway, it's just okay.
It was
It's
shenanigans.
probably something I couldn't watch every week, but I'll probably watch it like.
It
maybe
started
like,
with shenanigans and ended with shenanigans.
You know, after watching Talking Smack and its shenanigans for a while, I think you realize maybe Brian's a little bit of an ass on that show.
Yeah, he is. They finally talked about his kid too, because Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella are gonna have a kid, guys. They're gonna.
Because if you didn't know already, the lineage on that
Well, we
could.
didn't really talk. We didn't talk about it, so
Daniel Shenanigans.
that should be the kid's name. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Brian. No, Shenanigans Danielson.
That's not the name of some generic 80s show, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So
Lots
now
of
let's talk.
shenanigans full of
All right. So rate the show out of 10.
Shenanigans.
I knew that was coming.
I give it 2 out of 10 shenanigans.
I'll give it like so it's 4 out of 10.
I give it 2 out of 10 shenanigans because 2 matches. The triple threat match ended with shenanigans, but it was a good match.
Oh, we didn't talk about the finish.
And
That was stupid.
And the Ziggler and Miz match ended with shenanigans. And it was full of shenanigans with a lot of shenanigans inside of it because of shenanigans, but it was a great match with shenanigans.
But yeah, AJ Styles.
Shenanigans.
Like I talked about before, it's a 4 out of 10. It was just okay. Had its moments, but the card structure was off. A lot of the finishes sucked. People went over.
Court shenanigans has arrived.
One match I forgot to talk about: Baron Corbin, Jack Swagger.
Who cares?
We didn't forget, we just didn't want to. We just
Um,
want to remind you.
It was terrible. White guy won though, so.
What guy won?
The white guy. I meant to say the white guy won.
The white shenanigans guy won.
Maybe
I
it's
knew
just
there was something wrong with this one.
The match was
Wasn't
terrible,
white enough.
but the correct person went over.
He's Antarctican.
Alright, so
Antarctican Skywalker.
now let's talk about Monday Night Raw.
All the white guys won.
God. Wait,
So,
they did!
I just said all the white
Racist.
guys won.
Oh, that guy's run. Is it full shenanigans when they run?
All the white guys won.
On the white guys run?
All the right guys won.
Do you recycle? Because I do.
Do you have you have shenanigans?
Alright, so let's
See,
talk.
Matt Tunney, if you're watching this back, Owen just made the shot.
Yeah,
Something
not like you.
You
and
never do.
I'm like you and your shenanigans.
Yep.
You should play for the Celtics.
The shenanigans. Do you think Sheamus causes shenanigans?
With his hair, yes.
Sheamus.
That dude
cut-
Braun Strowman beat up looked like Sheamus' son. Didn't
He
Was
looked
one.
like last week when they had that Adam Cole ripoff come out. Chase Silver.
Yeah. Oh. 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 Good tease. Alright, do you want to do the notes for Raw?
Nose for Raw.
The notes
I'll
for
do
Raw.
some nose.
Alright, talk about pre-show.
No one cares about in pre-show. Doesn't
The
exist.
pre-show cares about the pre-show.
Pre-shows lives matter.
Hey, the pre-show keeps Scott Stanford employed.
Something wrong with me, okay? I need help. Stop being too funny.
Just let so you say I need help, but you're the one that needs help himself. You say I need help.
You need lots of help. I'm gonna be serious now.
In other
We have a Sasha Banks promo.
What about the pre-show?
We don't watch the
We're gonna talk about Scott
he said
Stanford's
it's gonna be
lady.
serious. That means we're not talking about it.
Sasha Banks promo. What did you guys think of this promo?
I think
Was
you
it
sound
good?
more robotic than Charlotte. That's what.
Alright, so I'll talk about the promo.
And you won't argue with that because you think she's a robot.
She is a robot with big tits. That's all
Like
that matters.
you probably literally think, like SpongeBob when he looked at Mr. Krabs' office and saw him dancing, he didn't see Mr. Krabs. He saw Charlotte going, "Dur, dur, 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 dur," and then his eyes going out. It was just her tits going.
Come on, boys.
Alright, I'll talk about
No
the
train.
so the opening segment. Sasha Banks comes out and pretty much talks about she won the Raw, not just the women's championship, the Raw Women's Championship.
They can't be confused by the color of the championship.
Yeah. And
The Raw Women's
she said that she wants to make history again at Hell in a Cell, and she wants to have the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match. I can't wait to see that. But wait, I can't say because we haven't got to the point. Later on, though, Mick Foley does say it's official because matches.
Ahead, Owen.
Huh?
Good God. You're jumping ahead.
Sorry.
Not even ruined.
Well, you jumped ahead to from the pre-show, so I can if you could skip the pre-show, then.
It's ruined. Can't review it.
All right,
It's broke.
Anyhow, so Sasha Banks. So then Charlotte comes out, but she's interrupted by Rusev, and I hate what Rusev does. It's good heel heat, but I hate how the segment comes together overall. So I'll talk about that when I get there. So Rusev comes out and he says that nobody cares that you guys main event in Raw because wherever Rusev is, he is the main event.
Even if he doesn't, even if he has a jobber entrance,
And
he's still the main event.
then Charlotte knocks the microphone out.
Anal.
Charlotte steals the microphone from out of his hands and accepts
Anal is better.
Sasha Banks' challenge, and then Rusev takes the mic,
Nice and dry.
continues talking,
Doesn't hurt.
and they knock the mic out of Sasha knocks the mic out of Rusev's hands, and Lana says not to disrespect her husband like that. So then they push Lana, and then
Fuck
Rusev,
Lana.
they push anal.
Can I just say something about Lana?
And her
Sure.
tits.
She really should not be acting in WWE movies. I watched Interrogation.
It's bad.
Oh god, I would have had more fun.
One of the reasons why she's on that
it made me
movie,
puke.
on that movie.
And I would have had
She's
more
on
fun
it.
eating the puke.
She ate puke.
No, I said that movie made me puke.
Oh.
And I would have had more fun eating the puke.
Oh.
That was horrible.
The only reason why she's in it, tits, ass, and blonde hair.
And then so Rusev goes to
That's
check
funny
on
face.
Lana, and then
And
the
they
woman.
wanted to make sure Edge was still functioning down there, but then they remembered that his neck was the problem.
And then
Doesn't have erectile dysfunction. He doesn't need Cialis.
and then Charlotte and Sasha drop kick Rusev out of the ring. And remember, guys, that's okay for women to put their hands on males, but males can't put their hands on women. You guys gotta remember that. So. And then
He's a man now.
Rusev goes to get in the ring so he can beat the shit out of him. But then Roman Reigns comes out. Roman Reigns comes out and makes the save, and I think they challenge him to a mixed tag team match later on in the show.
Sasha and the Boss.
And overall, I didn't like. Overall, I hated this opening segment because Rusev and Roman Reigns took the spotlight away from what needed to have the spotlight on, and that was the woman. The woman didn't belong in the spotlight, belonged in the spotlight. And I just hated that. It made me mad.
Everything makes you mad.
No, but they took away the spotlight off Charlotte and Sasha where it belonged. Like Roman Reigns and Rusev belong nowhere near this segment. What do you think of this segment?
Good.
Good? Just good? What do you think of this segment, the opening segment?
It was good.
I mean, do you agree with what I'm saying, though, that they took
It
away?
sets up the match. The Hell in a Cell match.
There's going to be 3 Hell in a Cell matches, which I can't talk about the next one yet because I'll be getting ahead of myself. Alright, so what was the next match?
Set that with shit myself up first says go the kind on with
Kofi Kingston? Alright, so in case you guys didn't get any of that, I'll translate it for you. It was Cesaro with Sheamus versus Kofi Kingston with Big E and Xavier Woods.
And Batman.
So the New Day, before the match starts, come out and cut a promo pretty much talking about how Cesaro and Sheamus cannot function as a tag team, that there's been many other pair-ups that are way better than him. And one of the pair-ups they even talked about was Danny Tanner and Uncle Jesse from Full House, which that got a pretty good pop. And they talk about how Cesaro is the master of 5 languages, and they make fun of Cesaro. They make fun of Sheamus and call him garbage again, because they called him garbage before when they had that League of Nations feud going on. And then, they say that they're not going to steal the...
Split?
Yeah.
Don't split, please.
I got split like an atom.
Are you going to split your pants?
Yes.
When I ripped my pants.
I split my pants.
All I have to say in conclusion is,
How was Raw? What do you think of Raw?
it was good. If there's one thing I just want to point out, it's Bill fucking Goldberg's coming back.
Yep, we'll talk about that when we get
I
there.
think they should literally just have Braun Strowman. He's good. He's actually getting better on the mic. He doesn't talk too much. He talks the right amount, I think.
This was a great show.
I think Braun Strowman just needs to take the mic next time and go, I'm Batman.
That'd be great.
God night.
And I liked, what about SmackDown? What do you think of SmackDown? Did you see SmackDown this week?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I'm Batman.
Do you think SmackDown is Batman? Continue.
Batman. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
We didn't turn the light out on us. Yeah, that's my iCloud storage. I gotta fix that. That's been popping up for like 3 months now. But anyhow, so Kofi Kingston. So then the New Day say that they are not gonna steal the WWE World Tag Team Championships. That's how Xavier. I think that's about how Xavier would say. So then Cesaro and Cesaro and Sheamus didn't have a match. Cesaro and Kofi Kingston have a good match. Sheamus didn't care. He didn't really seem interested in helping Cesaro. He was just on Facebook Live the whole time, which I wasn't watching the show live, so I couldn't go find it somewhere. So if I was watching the show live, maybe I would have gone and looked for it, but probably not, because I like to watch wrestling. I don't go on social media when I'm watching wrestling, unless I'm talking to him on social media. And Cesaro and Sheamus, why do I keep saying?
Cesaro and Sheamus.
They're not having a match tonight. Cesaro and Kofi have a good match. At the end, there was a botch, though. I mean, that doesn't take away from the match. Kofi Kingston went to do like a crossbody off the top rope, but then he like slips, and I think he legitimately. I don't know if he's probably not injury bad, but I think he legitimately hurt himself a little bit. And Cesaro messed up getting the sharpshooter on him, but then he finally does get the sharpshooter on him, And then Sheamus steals the trombone away from Xavier Woods, and they all get laid out. Sheamus lays out Woods, Big E lays out Sheamus, and Kofi Kingston beats Cesaro with a roll-up. I thought this was good because you're still showing dissension in Cesaro and Sheamus, and the New Day gets a win. I feel like probably next week it's going to be Sheamus versus Big E. Either the same thing will happen, or Sheamus will overcome.
I agree with that.
What do you think of the match?
It's good. Definitely, it was an okay.
There were shenanigans though.
Shenanigans, not the best from Kofi.
No, they've had better
Y with an I.
I don't know what happened with the cross body spot, so I think it just slipped. Which that happens. Cause
it happens. It's wrestling. It happens a lot.
And this definitely isn't the best matchup. I remember they had like a matchup on main event for the U.S. title that was way better than this. So, but you don't like main events, so you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't because I don't watch it. It's trash. So the next match on the card is Bayley versus Tranny Fields.
Not gonna lie, I really didn't pay attention to this match. Just because, I mean, it's good that they have an enhancement talent. You know, this is a way to make Bayley look strong. This also kind of says we have no really any women in this division, so we have to find people for Bayley to squash. This woman,
handedly.
Huh?
Handedly.
Yeah. Nana Fields, I feel like got way too much offense in, because this is. I know it's supposed to make Bayley look like an underdog, but if Bayley can Bayley beat a jobber, then how the hell am I supposed to buy her as a viable threat to be like Charlotte or somebody? But Bayley wins, hits no moves, but she wins. And then afterwards she gets attacked. When the inflatable two men are up doing the celebration, she gets attacked by Dana Brooke from behind, which I thought was good.
Yeah.
It was a good way to interrupt the celebration, and it kind of like, you could kind of feel like you're all happy that Bayley, and you were celebrating, and then like, you like felt like deflated because Dana Brooke ruined the celebration. So I thought it was good.
Those balls.
And you could definitely, like the inflatable arm two men, you could definitely feel like they kind of were like deflated a little bit when she came out there. And I think this is building up a match, probably a Hell in a Cell between Bayley and Dana Brooke, which is fine. So and it makes sense. I feel like at some point they should build up a match between Bayley and Charlotte, because Charlotte could say that Bayley pretty much screwed her out of the Raw Women's Championship, because in a way she did, because Dana Brooke wasn't able to come out and help her. So hope that's kind of what they do at some point. What do you think of the match and all this whole thing?
It's a squash match. I mean,
Nana Fields.
No opinion for Tranny Fields.
Yep. I thought it was Nanny Fields or something.
I know, it's Tranny.
What was the next match?
Chris Jericho backstage.
I thought this was gonna be something. It was really it was a way, like he's on the phone asking for like a raise in his pay or something like that, and he's like, I give people what they want. Then R-Truth comes up, he says, you want a payday? Here's a chocolate bar.
Yeah, okay, so something stupid.
Yeah.
All right.
But Jericho then says, like what he says though is like, I don't want that. I'm gonna pay my allowance. He's like, oh my bad, and then he's like, but I still want the chocolate. I thought that was funny. But they do more funny things with Chris Jericho later on in the night.
Tony Nese and Drew Gulak fits Lindsay Dorado and Sin Cara.
So Sin Cara is now in the Cruiserweight division.
And there's big news coming out of the Cruiserweight division. There's no more weight limit.
Although, is it?
No more 208-pound weight limit, as you can tell, because fucking Sin Cara is on it.
I mean, I thought like they said he just barely qualified. On the pre-show, they literally just said he was talking about how he just barely qualified. So
They let him in. Okay. He's not 208 pounds.
But
not even close.
Sin Cara, glad he's in this division though, because now he can finally have a purpose on the show.
And they messed up his theme song.
Yeah,
they gave him some like weird theme song now.
I wish he just had his own theme song.
I wish he just had the Sin Cara theme song.
Yeah.
Not fucking some stupid like theme song that doesn't really make. I mean, it fits him for his nationality.
Yeah.
But his
other theme
is
so
just dumb.
better.
Yeah.
And Lynch Dorado, I think is good. And I like Drew Gulak and Tony Nese. Feels like they're kind of jobbers really though at this moment. They haven't really.
Not really jobbers.
Tony Nese isn't, but they got squashed in like 2 minutes, so it's like.
Yeah, I mean they could definitely do more, but
yeah,
they didn't.
This was fine. The Cruiserweight division I think is getting better. Feels like Vince isn't really. Feels like somebody else is having more of a say on it, but it's like. Because you can definitely tell like it's different now than it was a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Yeah.
And then I like Lynch Dorado. I think he's good. I haven't really seen enough of him to really comment on him. I thought at first he was a heel because he wasn't on the heel team like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I guess he's a face. Problem is like with this cruiserweight division, it seems like they have a lot of tag team matches. So it's like in a way I want to see like a cruiserweight tag team championships because that's kind of like.
It'd be cool, but yeah, I can understand where they have one title.
And
Steve
then,
Someone's called Faceless. Sin Cara.
Yeah.
Faceless.
And then I know Lince Dorado and Sin Cara won, but because like Lince Dorado did like a top rope move, but I looked at way at a text on my phone because it was an important text, so I had to look at that, and I couldn't pause it. So I just don't remember the finish, but it makes sense though because you had to introduce Sin Cara into the cruiserweight division.
It does, yeah. He's gonna win his first match in the cruiserweight division.
Yeah, he can't
makes sense.
If he lost, it'd be
Yeah.
stupid. So yeah, it was good.
The Mick Foley backstage segment.
He's just walking backstage, and Stephanie McMahon wants to go with him. Yeah, I guess he needs his
Oh yeah,
permission.
that was before the commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this feels like in a way it's still kind of building tension between them.
Yeah.
Because but it's like
She jumps in on his announcement.
Yeah.
I can see that.
He doesn't get to say shit though.
And then the Hell in a Cell.
Why don't you talk about this? Because you haven't really been able to talk about anything.
It's official. Charlotte versus Sasha Banks in the first ever Raw Women's Championship Hell in a Cell match.
I'm stoked for that.
That's gonna be awesome. They also announced that Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins will also be in the Hell in a Cell, and there's one more, right? I think there's one more.
Well, Roman Reigns Rusev.
Roman Reigns Rusev. Yeah. So that's
that.
not. Yeah, that's what I'm. That wasn't part of the segment, but there's 3 Hell in a Cell matches on the card. Should be a great pay-per-view, but yeah, that was pretty much the gist of that.
And then there's more. Jay and KO come out, and they don't think it's fair that Kevin Owens has to compete in Hell in a Cell because it takes years off your career.
Yeah.
And
Jericho, then Stephanie said that, and to summarize that also too, that if it's Jericho versus Seth Rollins in the main event, and if Jericho wins the match, he gets put in the Hell in a Cell match and will become a triple threat.
Yeah.
And that kind of got a pop out of the crowd again.
And what I liked about this too is originally Jericho put Stephanie McMahon on the list, but when she said that, she crossed her name off the list. And later on, they do I forgot to write this down because I think I was busy. They do a backstage segment where Jericho and Tom Phillips comes up and interviews him.
Yeah.
And they did a good job explaining why Kevin Owens walked out on Chris Jericho the week before. Because
and Felipe is in that too.
Yeah. And they talk about how he did that because they're both the Universal Champion, and the person that's actually holding the championship's got to look healthy. He can't get injured. So they did a good job explaining that. And I like too how because they're starting to build up tension between Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Feels like it's very slow, but it's not. They're going in that direction. Because they definitely go to it more this week than they did.
And they put Fuckboy Phillips.
Yeah. And then I liked it too.
Felipe, Tom and Stephanie.
And then I like Tom Phillips like, wait, but that's not my name. And then Jericho's like, quiet. He did like screamed, and when he did that, I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Felipe Tomenstein.
And you hate Tom Phillips.
Oh, fucking hate him. Anyways, so we have the Seth Rollins interview.
Talk about it. I don't remember what he said.
What the hell did he say?
He was talking about. I know he's talking. He probably talked about his match with Jericho and all that. Said like.
I don't even remember him doing an interview.
I think he said like something too, like he knows that Stephanie McMahon's trying to keep him away from the Universal title by having him this handicap match or something like that. It was probably around that gist of it.
Why did I type in Seth Rollins? That's not what I wanted.
That's probably what it was though. It's probably not going to be online. It's not online. You trying to find it?
Where are they now? Jimmy Wang Yang. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah, he wants to look stuff up on Jimmy Wang Yang.
Yeah, it's not there.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that was the gist of it though. He gets it.
Yeah, it's not there. Fuck. I don't even remember what the hell it was. Anyways. Fuck it. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is not in this match. Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, the social outcasts, versus Enzo and Colin Cassidy.
So why this match is happening is earlier in the night because Bo Dallas has his new gimmick on the pre-show, but we didn't get to talk about it because Chris didn't want to talk about it. So but Curtis Axel says that he still believes in Bo, and that's why he asked to team up with Bo Dallas to face a tag team.
Doesn't happen though.
because they get attacked by Gallows and Anderson. Now, in a sense, I like this because it makes sense because they think that Enzo, they want to get rid of all the
Can
comedy.
also be a hat.
They want to get rid of the. He's got a hat. He made a paper hat for himself.
This can also be a hat. Anyone?
No.
Family Guy. This book can also be a hat. Funny jokes.
And then
Make funny. I made it funny.
But yeah, so then and so I like that they're attacking him because it makes sense. But I kind of wish this was for the titles.
What titles?
Like the tag titles, like.
That wouldn't make any sense because neither of them are champions.
I know. I'm saying I wish one of them had won the belt so it could be for a tag title feud.
New Day wasn't in either.
And then they lay him out.
I guess
so
they're
they
the
get,
Invisible Tag Team Championships then.
and they hit the Voodoo Doom on Enzo and the Magic Killer on Colin Cassidy, or Big Cass, that they're calling him now. And this is good. It's
a good attack. Didn't they have a match anyways, Axel and?
Yeah, because they say we asked for this match and they face Sami Zayn and Neville. I almost called him the NXT name.
Stupidness. Dumbness is what it is. I don't even care what them.
And
Enzo and Gas. I don't care about Neville. I just don't care. I'm not interested in seeing Neville.
Is it because they buried him so much, or is it?
It's just because he's been off TV for so fucking long.
Yeah, and then they win. It was good. I guess.
I like the tag team.
Yeah, I mean this is like
they are legitimately friends. That's not a lie either.
Yeah.
They didn't make that up for storyline purposes. They're legitimately friends.
Neville was. They didn't. This is the first time they've teamed up since SummerSlam. They haven't seen them together in like a few months.
Yeah.
Well, a few.
They do gel together because they really are like really good friends together.
But it's like Sami Zayn and Neville are just lost in the shuffle right now. That's what it's going on. And I think they were just used really as a plot device to build up a feud between Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
I would like that. I mean, I hope fucking Curtis Axel's the babyface in this feud because it would make sense for them to feud his heels.
Yeah. So Sami Zayn hits the haluva kick and Adrian Neville.
We already know who's winning that feud though.
Yeah. It makes, and I like how they're booking Bo Dallas. It's very Bray Wyatt-ish, but not Bray Wyatt because he's not doing mind games. But
yeah, but it's like the way he speaks.
Yeah,
it's very much cryptic and So now we have Charlotte backstage.
Let's just move on. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, Fitz McGee is no longer in talk.
Well, I mean, Rusev comes up and they say, like Lana says, like if you.
Something stupid. Okay, it was dumb. Okay, so. Point in this match, R-Truth with Goldust versus Titus O'Neil. Sucked. Get past it.
R-Truth wins,
okay.
but it means nothing.
Yep, doesn't matter. Brian Kendrick backstage, which is this is the T.J. Perkins thing, right?
Yeah.
Where they're kind of sitting backstage, I like, and they talk about like their friendship, and how when T.J. would wrestle on the indie scene and he wasn't old enough to drive, Brian would drive him to the shows. He would pick him up from school and drive him to the shows. And cause they legitimately go way back, and to end the segment, they talk for a little bit longer. I forget what they said.
Yeah, this isn't the real Brian Kendrick.
Yeah.
Like I want to see the Brian Kendrick.
And so to end it, he sticks out his hand. Kendrick shakes it, but he goes to hit him, and then TJ fucking cold clocks him.
Yep.
So I liked it. I liked it. It was a good segment. It definitely brought more backstory into the TJ Perkins character.
Yeah.
Because we know a lot about TJ as it is. We know he's a great wrestler. But at the same time, there's not known much about him.
Yeah.
Because they don't do it. So this brings it up perfectly.
Now it makes me care about him a little more.
Yeah,
he still is bland though.
Still is very bland.
I still hate the.
Oh my God, is he bland?
Like, the fact that he's champion makes me not really care about the division.
Yeah.
So, maybe I just really would like him to stop doing the dabbing.
Yeah, just fucking focus on. Stop trying to appease the fans.
Yeah.
Stop trying to not be heel, but like stop trying to like appease the nerdy fans out there who are like, oh my God, that's a Mega Man theme song.
Yeah.
That's all he's gonna be known for now, is them being a Mega Man ripoff.
Yeah.
And people are already starting to fucking call him that now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, let him have a real theme song.
Yeah.
Like just stop.
And then should we just talk about his match now or no?
We'll wait.
Okay.
Later on, but this is probably the funniest match of the night.
What is it?
Just for the simple fact that it's just so funny. Braun Strowman versus the Splash Brothers.
Yes.
Since they're in, were they in Pasadena or?
I forget where.
They weren't California. I think
Yeah.
they might have been. They were close to Oakland and
Yeah.
I think they were in Oakland actually. And of course, you know, Klay Thompson and Steph Curry are known as the Splash Brothers. But they've ripped it off and called them Stephen and Klay the Splash Brothers.
Yep.
Which I found kind of funny. And they got squashed by Braun Strowman, which fucking wild. I'm starting to like Braun Strowman.
Yeah, me too.
He's becoming a likable character.
I wanted to see.
Before, when he was with the Wyatts, he seemed like he was just the muscle who couldn't do anything. And now he's on Raw by himself, and he's showcasing his abilities, and he's improved. He even did a fucking drop kick.
Yeah, he did.
A big guy
He
doesn't
left
do
his
drop
feet.
kick like that. That was pretty cool.
And he gets on the mic, and he says, Mick Foley, this wasn't what I was talking about. I want real competition. So I feel like it's built into a match where Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe is good. The plan is for Samoa Joe to debut.
Yep.
And be the opponent,
but I like to
which
see
is
him.
cool. I like that.
Yeah. I really would like to see him Braun Strowman as a monster baby face though.
Oh, that would definitely make it interesting.
And feud with Rusev. That'd be kind of cool.
I would like that, but he can't. They fuck that feud up.
Yeah.
Just like they did with Jack Swagger. They could fuck that up easily. And like he'll be fed to Rusev, even though like Braun Strowman is the stronger, more physical superstar.
And everyone would hate it too because Rusev would get jobbed out because it probably would happen if, but.
So now Sasha Banks backstage segment, but that was with Roman Reigns, right?
Yeah.
Where it was the big dog and the boss, and and then Roman starts talking about Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
And talking about how dangerous it is, and she's like, and Sasha goes, "I don't want to hear it."
Yeah.
And then she leaves, and Roman
She pretty much
smiles.
owned Roman Reigns.
And then Roman Reigns smiles like a fucking creep.
Yeah.
So that's the end
She
of it.
pretty much owned Roman Reigns, which is pretty sad.
With that one statement.
Yeah.
So then that leads to the match between Charlotte and Rusev, with a little bit of anal, versus Sasha and Roman. It was
Fine.
good. I mean, it was good. It was definitely one of the key spots of that was the bank statement tap out and the spear that when Roman jumped over them and hit the spear on Rusev,
Yeah.
which was pretty cool.
I feel like the heel-
Solid match, definitely.
I feel like the heel should have won just because of the fact that it would have the baby faces have been getting their asses kicked the past few weeks. Rusev got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Last week and the week before that, Charlotte lost the title.
I mean, it makes sense. It could have gone either way, but I feel the right team won, honestly, because they got to build up more momentum for these two.
Yeah. And
And,
Sasha just won the belt, probably.
Yeah,
won
but
it, lose it.
her getting the victory.
Yeah.
too.
They still got a few more weeks to make Rusev
Yeah.
and Charlotte look strong. So
It's gonna be they're gonna trade
I just-
beatdowns weekend.
since I'm going to the show live, I can't wait to see Charlotte and Sasha Banks wrestle in a Hell in a Cell match.
It's gonna be pretty sick. That's gonna be a sick match.
It's gonna be history making
Yeah.
too. I feel like, and then
Now, the promo that everyone around the world is talking about. Paul Heyman basically lays down the gauntlet.
well we didn't I didn't on ESPN because we do the thing where a superstar
Yeah.
appears on ESPN every week. Goldberg was talking shit about Brock Lesnar.
Talking shit, and the fact that Jonathan Coachman, Jonathan Coachman, the coach from WWE, was, asking Goldberg, do you plan on ever stepping in a WWE ring?
Yeah.
And he goes, someday maybe.
Obviously,
then-
we knew. I mean, I think we
They,
knew.
the talks were in the works. I mean, they were talking, and it wasn't directly with. It's true that he was not talking to Vince McMahon. I think he was talking to Triple H about a return.
Yeah, but I don't
But,
know.
Triple H does talk
Because I hear
about-
they're not fans of each other either.
Then, they probably definitely put the differences. They
Yeah.
probably put the differences aside.
Because I feel like Triple H probably knows not to do what he was doing back then anymore.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's more of a mature man now.
Yeah.
He was a lot more egotistical back then, but both of them were.
but I mean, I think we knew this match was gonna happen just because of the fact.
the SummerSlam thing.
Yeah, and we knew
and,
that.
and Goldberg was there, SummerSlam weekend. But you
Yeah.
know,
And also
So-
too, I don't mean to cut you off, but they were doing like videos with Brock Lesnar talking shit about him. I think before that.
Yeah.
And, like,
I
and
mean,
then,
it all led to this, where Paul
Yeah.
Heyman calls him out basically and says, he lays down the gauntlet and says,
Yeah.
he challenged Brock Lesnar challenges Goldberg to a match, anywhere, any place,
Yeah.
anytime, and it came out later on in the day. The big news: Goldberg will be stepping foot into a World Wrestling Entertainment ring for the first time in 12 years. And
yeah.
I'm personally excited for it. I can't wait. I like it.
Goldberg be back, yes. I mean, I'd like to see him back. Brock Lesnar and Goldberg, no. I mean, me and John are doing a video about it later on in the future.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be a physical brawl, though.
However, I think it will. It's obvious. I think it will be better than the WrestleMania 20 match.
It will be better because I think Goldberg knew it that match was garbage, and that's not the way he wants. Looking back on it now, it's probably not the way he wants to go out.
And he knew because they'll actually both give a shit.
Yeah. Back then, when they were both leaving, that was the last day of their contracts.
Yeah. And I think but in a way, it's a lose-lose situation no matter who wins and who loses because you have Goldberg lose. He's gonna look like a complete chump because he lost his first match back.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Brock Lesnar lose. It makes him look like a chump because he competed on the UFC.
Yeah,
he's dominated everybody.
Yeah, exactly. But I think Goldberg's gonna take the L in this one.
Yeah.
And but it's gonna be interesting. And then I don't care about number 17.
I feel like,
I don't care about the makeover of Emelina, so we're gonna skip over that.
Okay. I mean, I'll just say this: like, it'll at least to trying to do something with her. She's not being used like a joke, I guess. But it's like, it's like, why are they going this direction? That she's coming off like she's a whore and all that now.
Yeah,
so
stupid.
Like,
I don't care about it.
Yeah.
So T.J. Perkins versus Aria Daivari, who is Sean Daivari or Cosgo Daivari's younger brother.
Yep.
In real life.
And Brian Kendrick was
the commentator. It's a good match.
Really good match.
Really good match. Daivari's a fantastic wrestler.
Yeah.
He's definitely learned a lot from his brother. He's a
and I didn't
wrestler.
think it was gonna. I didn't think it was gonna be this good. Like when he got his knee bow in right away, I'm like, okay, he's getting squashed. But this actually ended up being a really good match.
It was a really good match.
And I actually care about T.J. Perkins now because
T.J. Perkins, Daivari put up a good challenge.
Yeah.
But good match.
And obviously,
the Jericho backstage segment.
Oh wait, T.J. Perkins won.
Perkins won, yeah. It makes sense for him to go over, go strong.
Because he's facing Kendrick and Owen Cell. And you don't want to have him lose. And then Jericho backstage.
Which he's basically talking to Stephanie McMahon, campaigning to be in that title match.
Yeah. Because I think she wants Jericho in that title match
to add intrigue.
Seth Rollins.
Add intrigue to it. But and I don't think it'll be Discover. I think she'll think it'll be Discover Seth Rollins, but I don't think it will be him turning face.
Yeah.
But and then Kevin Owens comes up and says, "Hey, what was that about?" And he goes, "Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
And that leads to the match where Chris Jericho versus Seth Rollins, where Chris Jericho wins the match.
Great match.
He's in the Hell in a Cell and makes a triple threat.
Wait, no. Rollins won.
I was thinking if Jericho won.
Oh.
If Jericho won, he'd be put in the match at become a triple threat.
It was a great match.
It was a really good match. Who?
Rollins won.
Rollins won. I forget how he won though.
Roll up.
Oh, because Kevin Owens came on and tried to cost Rollins the match, but ended up costing Jericho the match.
Then afterwards, Owens tries to beat the shit out of him. See, he can't make it in the cycle win. Like, I can't because he's not as
I
good as
didn't.
me.
It's in there. Don't worry.
And then Rollins wins with the roll up. Owens beats the shit out of him, but he's able to fight him off, and then he hits the pedigree on Jericho, and Owens just leaves Jericho again.
Again.
So, we gotta talk about SmackDown. What are you doing?
We have to talk about SmackDown. This is garbage.
We'll vaguely touch on it. And Rollins stands tall at the end of the night, and
He literally stands tall.
well, I mean, for his height, he's tall for his height. And this is a good way to build up the Universal Championship match, which obviously Rollins will probably lose again. I don't know if Triple H will come out again, just because of the fact that they're trying to save this for Mania. But I think that's the only way you can have Owens win.
Yeah.
Unless he just wins clean, which would be cool. And he's gonna cover SmackDown. Let's just vaguely touch on it because
It's not interesting, even a least bit. Let's take a promo. What would you? Let's go for ratings. What'd you rate Raw? Because we did the preview. So what'd you rate Raw? Rate Raw.
8 out of 10.
I go same. It was really
The
good.
only thing I hate about it was the Rusev and Roman Reigns taking the spotlight away from Roman.
It was a really.
Oh, and R-Truth versus Gold. No,
Terrible.
yeah.
R-Truth goes versus Golden Truth.
And the Sami Zayn, even though they're doing some with that feud, but the way Sami Zayn and Neville are being used, I hate. So
Yeah. So the Ziggler promo, which is basically,
he was coming out and talking about like what he was feeling going into that match, which he was really good at it.
Yeah. But
And
then
then,
Miz comes out, talk shit, and then the Spirits of War comes out.
They have a match.
Yeah.
And they were doing something really cool that I thought was interesting on SmackDown. They didn't do it for every match, but for some matches when they went to I don't know if they did it for you, but when
They
they went,
did. When they went to commercial break, they had the commercial, but beside it, inside of like a good size like a box,
Yeah.
it was the match was going on, so you're not like missing what's going on.
I feel like they should do.
They did that the whole night.
Oh, I think they only did it for a couple matches.
No, they did the whole night.
Oh. And then, but Ziggler won, obviously, and then Miz laid him out afterwards. They beat the crap out of him, and then the Man Beast and Heath Slater come out and make the save. So, Bobby Lashley on a 6-man tag for a future SmackDown.
I like it.
Good.
It's weird. It should have been the Hype Bros because Ryder and Ziggler are like,
Yeah.
really, are like best friends in real life.
Yeah,
so I
they-
don't understand that. And, but Bryan and Shane laid down the challenge to Raw for a elimination in every sort of concept of every division. You know, is a woman's elimination is a five on five women's elimination tag team match, and 5 best, and also the 5 best male Raw superstars versus the 5 best SmackDown superstars.
And then there's tag teams.
And then there's a tag team and elimination match.
So I'll quickly say who I think is going to be.
I don't know what they get by that though. The tag team elimination match, is it going to be like a bunch of tag teams on the show, or is it going to be like just a huge tag team match?
Yeah. So I'll talk about who I think will be on each team and who I think will.
For another day.
Another day.
It's just
because it's not good for a few weeks. So
yeah.
I like that they like.
Actually, I'd say we do it the day before. So the rest of the season's probably gonna look.
Well, I mean, we're already gonna be announced by then, so. But yeah,
It depends. We should probably do it probably by the next couple speculation and whatnot. But
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be awesome. I think Survivor Series is gonna be much better this year.
Because they actually are having a lot of Survivor Series matches.
You want a recipe?
And they have meetings, so. Yeah, I got cookie recipes on my Talking Smack notes, which we'll
talk about.
Yeah.
So Carmella versus Naomi.
I
don't know. My face is in my phone half of these matches. I really don't know what the fuck happened.
It was alright. Nikki Bella comes out because they're continuing that feud. Because earlier in the night, Carmella laid her out again.
She always does. I feel like that's the same thing in this fucking feud.
I mean, Nikki Bella thought it was over, but it's not over. So it's like.
No one cares.
And when she got interviewed, I knew she was getting laid out by Carmella.
Yeah.
They delayed it.
And then you go on Carmella's Instagram, and it's just all little kids talking shit to her. It's so funny.
And Naomi beats her with the roll-up.
Oh, Nikki Bella fans in there.
And then Nikki Bella chases after Carmella, and she runs off. And Nikki Bella's like, "Where you going?"
Where you going? Mahila, get over away.
And then what was the next match? But yeah, that was fine.
Alexa Bliss interview.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, bad. So Jimmy Uso.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
I don't want to talk about it either. So Jimmy Uso with Jey Uso versus Chad Gable, Jason Jordan.
Good match.
That's good, yeah.
White team won. Jimmy Uso pinned him. And the other Uso came in there and threw his body on the other one, while he was pinning him, which was cool. Unique finish, never seen it before. So Usos win. Like I said, why if they're continuing this feud, why didn't they win the tag titles? It doesn't make sense.
It really doesn't. But anyway, so AJ Styles promo, which leads to a match between him and James Ellsworth.
And so AJ Styles was talking about how great he is, how there's no contenders for him, and Ambrose wants to have a title match against somebody. He says, "Well, I already have a match. It's against James Ellsworth." Well, apparently, for some odd reason, has a huge following after having one squash match with Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. And Brian says, well, you can't have this match because Dean Ambrose, you can't just go around making your own matches, but you can have the match. Dean Ambrose is the guest referee, though. So the whole match,
Dean Ambrose does the comedic face, like John Cena type, special referee type match.
Yep. It was fine. Ambrose is just really bland still.
Yep. So now we go to Randy.
And Ambrose screws him over.
Orton.
Ambrose screws him over. And then on Talking Smack, they announced that AJ Styles is going to face James Ellsworth for the WWE World Championship.
No one cares.
I just don't get why he's getting a title shot.
Stupid.
It would be like a guy like me. It would be like me going out there having a title shot.
Yeah, stupid. It's dumb. I don't like it. Randy or backstage.
Pretty much he says Bray Wyatt's been playing mind games with me, and you're the only person that I can go, and I want to go with someone in your territory. And then Kane says, you're sick and twisted, man. It was stupid.
Yeah, so dumb. AJ Styles, Shane, and Daniel Bryan backstage.
He's mad he lost, but Shane and Bryan say you have to accept it if he lost. And he's like, oh, I understand. And like they didn't follow up on it at all. Like I thought he was gonna go backstage, beat the shit out of him or something, but they didn't follow up on it at all. So.
And then the stupid main event of Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper versus Kane and Randy Orton, and Kane disappears. And the announcers make a big deal out of it.
So yeah, Wyatt and Harper win. I guess it's good because it's Wyatt playing more mind games, but like they do this all the time with Bray Wyatt. We know
it's repeat. It's repeat.
Yeah, we know where it's going. He's gonna lose his feud.
Anyway, that'll do it for us this week. You'll see us again soon. I hope, maybe. Watch more, I guess. Football reporters. Yeah. We preview Monday Night Football.
Check out Wrestling Fantasy Booking Series because I think we're doing a video on that.
Yeah. Soon. Coming soon. But yeah, go check out our most recent video, please. We'd really appreciate it.
I don't even know if he's uploaded it yet.
It is.
Okay.
Please watch it. Please subscribe. We got 6 subscribers. Please, we need it. We need more.
And
Might seem like I'm begging.
I'd like more too. I'm almost at 300.
We have 6. So we need more. Please.
Want me to make like a bunch of channels and subscribe?
Yes. Can you put it in the description?
Yeah.
The top of the description box so people see it.
Okay. So yeah, check out Pro Football Reporters and all the other stuff that I have in the description box.
1,000 things.
Bye.